NATO was busted until I came along. I said, everybody's going to pay. They said, well, if we don't pay, are you still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not. They couldn't believe the answer. They asked me that question. One of the presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent? He said, yes, let's say that happened. No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay. You got to pay your bills.
America's really like disgruntled with the fact that America is fronting the majority of the money to Ukraine, while the other European countries, they are contributing, but none of them are even close to the amount that America is contributing.
Right.
They're not paying like they should.
Right.
So Trump is upset. NATO members in Europe, they still not, on par. We came together and formed this alliance that said, if any nation comes up against one of us, all of us have to defend.
Right.
And you're saying that if a nation comes against us because we didn't pay, you won't defend? That would make me angry.
Right.
What else we got? Let's keep it rolling.
The 10 horns.
Yes. So let's get that. All right. Let's go to Revelations 17. All right. So we're about to get into something because I made a comment about the EU, NATO not coming on one accord in regards to aid in helping Ukraine. Give me that Revelations chapter 17 and verse 16. Read that.
Revelation chapter 17 verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
It says these 10 horns, go back to the image please. It says these 10 horns will hate the beast. All right, the 10 horns are the 10 common markers, also known as the EU today, which has, I think it's like 28 members or so now, but originally started with these 10 right here. All right, so read the verse again.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh.
Right. That's going to come, meaning what? They're in allegiance today. They have an alliance, but something's going to happen where they turn on the whore. What else you got, IT? Keep that in mind. What is NATO? Play that for us.
What is NATO? Explained in 1 minute.
NATO is a child of the Cold War. When it was founded in 1949, there were 12 members. Today, the club has expanded to 30, 2 in North America, 28 in Europe. NATO is built around the principle of collective defense, which means an attack on one member is an attack on all of them. Their rival during the Cold War was...
So stop real quick. So what it's saying, okay, one of them is in trouble, they all defend, right? So right now, America's really like disgruntled with the fact that America is fronting majority of the money to Ukraine, while the other European countries, they are contributing, but none of them are even close to the amount that America is contributing.
Right.
Remember, America is contributing like over $100 billion to them. Play the next video real quick. Why the EU can't agree. Play that timestamp, please.
Here, Germany is Ukraine's biggest donor in the EU, with northern states Denmark, the Netherlands, and Sweden trailing behind with single-digit billions.
But it is worth noting that smaller EU member states have made bigger commitments to Ukraine relative to the size of their economies. By share of GDP, Eastern European countries like Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia have pledged the most to Ukraine, up to as much as 1% of their GDP.
While the US's military support for Ukraine exceeds that of the EU by almost 10 billion euros,
Stop.
European Union...
So that's what, Trump was talking cash money. Y'all got the clip, right? It's the next one, I think. Should have it listed right here. That's what that's what he was upset about a few months ago. Watch this.
Donald Trump says he would encourage Russia to attack non-paying NATO allies. BBC News.
But let's go to the US now, and the White House has described comments by Donald Trump about NATO as appalling and unhinged. He said he would encourage Russia to attack NATO members who don't meet their financial obligations to the Western military alliance. NATO members.
You see that? So he's saying they're not paying like they should.
Right.
So Trump is upset. NATO members in Europe, they still not, on par. All right, play some more of that. Watch this.
Have agreed to spend 2% of their GDP on defense. Mr. Trump made the comments during an election campaign rally in South Carolina on Saturday. Take a listen.
NATO was busted until I came along. I said, everybody's going to pay. They said, well, if we don't pay, are you still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not. They couldn't believe the answer.
Stop.
They asked me that.
Now, do me a favor. Go back to the video, 2 videos before this. Okay? Yeah, go back to the beginning of the... All right, play it.
NATO is a child of the Cold War. When it was founded in 1949, there were 12 members. Today, the club has expanded to 30, 2 in North America, 28 in Europe. NATO is built around the principle of collective defense, which means an attack on one member is an attack on all of them.
Stop. So go back to what Trump said. Rewind the Trump video like 10 seconds or so. All right. Play it.
NATO was busted until I came along. I said, everybody's going to pay. They said, well, if we don't pay, are you still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not.
Stop. So he'd be going against the agreement.
Right.
You see that thing right there, right? Okay, remember the EU, NATO was formed because Esau was going to basically make themselves go extinct.
Right.
Give me that, Revelation 6. Okay? Revelation 6 and 4. That's where they was headed, all right? But they formed the EU, NATO, all right, to preserve their power over the earth and preserve themselves, so they wouldn't kill each other.
Right.
All right, because that's what's going. Once the atomic bomb was dropped, bruh, it was about to be over. They was going to destroy the whole world.
And that's right.
And that's what they've been trying to prevent since the end of World War II. Okay. So read that, Revelation 6 and 4. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 6, verse 4.
Go ahead.
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth.
Right. Power was given to him to what? To rule the world. Throughout their military might. This red horse is talking about Esau, the red man in Genesis 25 and 25.
Right.
Read verse 4 again.
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth. And they that should kill one another.
And they should do what?
Kill one another.
Right. They was about to destroy each other to the point where there's none left. But it wasn't time yet. Other prophecies had to be fulfilled.
Right.
So here comes the EU, here comes NATO. Come on.
And there was given unto him a great sword.
Right. It was given to him a great sword. That's the nuclear capabilities. Now, let's go back to Trump and then go back to Revelation 17. All right, watch this.
Believe the answer. They asked me that question. One of the presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent? He said, yes, let's say that happened. No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay. You got to pay your bill.
Stop. That's pride right there. That's pride. So obviously they forgot why they formed this in the first place.
Right.
You understand? They forgot. Most are making them do that.
That's right.
You understand? Play some more of that. Play some more. It's good. I like it.
Well, earlier I spoke to Dr. Patrick Bury, a defense and security expert at the University of Bath and former NATO analyst. I asked him for his analysis on Mr. Trump's comments.
Trump is speaking to his base here, what, we could call maybe the internet angries. And I've been engaged, I'm a veteran myself, I've been engaged with US veterans on this, and the level of anger amongst them, normally when, you've been in an allied military, there's a good deal of respect and joviality. The level of anger amongst some of these US veterans about the fact that NATO is not paying its way, or many nations aren't paying its way, is quite extreme. And I think in some ways, Trump is playing into his base, and he's just regurgitating what makes him angry.
All right. So obviously, America is not happy with this. Europe's not happy with it. So now let's go back to Revelation 17 and 16. What we do, all we're doing is watching, right?
That's
Matthew
right.
26 and 41.
Bring it up. Oh.
That's
All
right.
right, we know that they got to get angry at America. We know that. All right, so we just can't act like Trump didn't say that, because I guarantee you the rest of them did not forget.
Right.
They didn't forget.
Right.
So we ain't going to forget.
Right.
Read that.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 41.
Go ahead.
Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Right, so we got to watch and we got to pray. That's what we're commanded to do. Back to Revelation 17, 16. Come on.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
According to prophecy, the Lord said they are going to end up hating America. All right, come on.
And shall make her desolate and naked.
And desolate and naked, read.
And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And burn her with fire. Come on.
For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
God is going to do that. They had an agreement, they had an alliance, and the Most High, he's going to change their hearts. I would be pretty mad if he said that.
Right.
So you mean to tell me we came together and formed this alliance that said if any nation comes up against one of us, all of us have to defend.
Right.
And you're saying that if a nation comes against us because we didn't pay, you won't defend? That would make me angry.
Right.
I'm just throwing it out there. You had some officer look like you got something to say. He's doing it again.
doing it.
Yeah, there you go. Taking his mic, putting it right there like he about to bring something out.
Come on now, dog.
Say it.
Oh, nah, I went for the say name.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Yes,
Read some more. Come on.
Verse 17. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled.
Right, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. So brothers and sisters, just because Iran said they slowing down, don't do that. Don't do that. Just because you haven't seen too much from the EU right now, don't do that. This is going to happen.
That's right.
The Lord said it's going to happen exactly as it's written. It's our job to watch and pray and be aware of the signs of the times. All right, so all praises.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word.